Now, Rob Schneider, I was kind of upset did not come back for this movie, but you could say that he was the only one that really cared about his career because of the way this movie turned out. Oh, whoa, here's to never growing up. Love that song. Grown Ups 2. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Let's talk. So yeah, I went to the theater and I saw Grown Ups 2, starring Adam Sandler, Kevin James, David Spade, and Chris Rock. Now I wanted to like this movie because I absolutely loved the first one. So throughout the whole movie, I was kind of nitpicking things to like, and I couldn't find many because this movie was just like a span of different scenes that were hardly connected. I mean, there was little connections, but hardly connected, just for the sake of one joke. And when that punchline was said, it switched to another scene, completely random, that had nothing connected to other scenes, for another joke, and so on throughout the movie. I mean, some of them were slightly connected, but usually it was just for the sake of one joke, and a lot of the jokes were crude and not really funny. It was a lot more crass, a lot more racy, and a lot more crude than the first one. But yeah, it all seemed like every scene was just for the sake of one joke, and then they moved on to another random scene. So that I didn't like. What I did like was Adam Sandler's in it, and he's hilarious. Kevin James, hilarious. Chris Rock, hilarious. And of course, David Spade, hilarious. So, I mean, a lot of great comedians are in it. Everyone in the movie is the same person as the first one. I mean, it's all the same actors, actresses, and, stuff playing the same parts. All the kids are the same. The little baby that the mother was pregnant with, from Chris Rock's family. The baby's born now, and he's like about 3 or 4, and he's hilarious. But just everyone was kind of the same person, so I mean, it carried over well. I hate when they change the actors to someone else. Like in the old Batman, we had Val Kilmer, we had Michael Keaton, George Clooney, and it just changed too many times to keep up with the story well. But this one, everyone stayed the same, and that I liked. It was really funny. Some parts weren't so funny, but a lot of the jokes did work out for me. But then it just got too crude, and that's the jokes I didn't like. Another funny part of this movie was there was these frat boys in it. Like a fraternity. That's what frat means. Anyway, these frat bros were in it, and they kind of the main one, kind of like the guy that spoke for them all, was played by Taylor Lautner, who played the werewolf guy in Jacob in Twilight. And I mean, he was really funny. And so these frat boys, they just show up and they're all just like, boom, that just happened. And just like, the stuff and the movements they did were really funny. So yeah, I enjoyed them. Now, like I said, the summary was all over the place. So I'm not really going to say much of the summary. Plus, I don't really remember much of it. It's kind of one of those things you want to forget because it just wasn't good. I really wanted to like this movie. I was really pushing for it. Because I loved Grown Ups 1. But Grown Ups 2 just didn't do it for me. And it was kind of a letdown. I was disappointed. I really was. Yeah, if you like Grown Ups 2, I just have to say that, that's your opinion. But in my opinion, it was all bull. One thing I did enjoy, though, was there was this part where they did this car washing thing. These cheerleaders were doing a car wash, and how they do hot stuff during cheerleader car wash. You know what I'm talking about. Well, anyway, they ended up doing this thing where the guys ended up washing their car, guy cheerleaders. So they were all gay and stuff, and they were washing the car. They were washing Kevin James' car. Him and his wife were there. I didn't like watching them wash the car because it was really disgusting. Because you know, all their man parts were hanging out of their shorts. The thing I did like about it was, if you look at this picture here, that these three guys right here that I'm zooming in on, that's the Lonely Island. Also, if you watch my top five, my top five favorite singers, Lonely Island was one of the alternates. So I thought it was really funny and also very cool that they were all in this movie, because you had Andy up front and then you had Jorman and Akiva right next to him. And it's like, hey, those are the three guys that are on Lonely Island, and it was really cool.
YOLO, you only live once. The battle cry of a generation.
This is it for this Let's Talk. So yeah, if you want to see this movie, I would say go see it. But it is kind of a waste of time because, you just want to like it, but you can't because it's just not well made. The first one's a lot better. I would suggest the first one. This one I would not recommend. But if you want to if you want to go see it, I can't stop you from doing so. A few redeeming qualities, but all in all, I don't really like this movie. I didn't. Anyway, that's it for this, Let's Talk. If there's something I should have said that I didn't say, you can leave that down in the comments below. Remember to like and subscribe as well if you like this video, to see some of my other stuff. Remember to stay in with all of everything I do. And thanks for watching this episode of Let's Talk. See ya next time I see a movie. Wham! Well, anyway, that's enough for this top five. Or, it's not top five. That's not this show.